The Australian dream is often pictured as a detached house set on a sizable block of land. But a new survey has found that once the reality of income and housing costs are factored in, most people prefer a townhouse or an apartment just outside the city centre. The Grattan Institute asked 700 people in Sydney and Melbourne to select their preferred home and found there is a mismatch between the houses that people want and the type of dwellings that are available. In other words, the wrong homes are being built in the wrong places. Peter Maddison is the head of Maddison Architects and is also the presenter of the local TV programme Grand Designs Australia. He joins me now from Melbourne. So, Peter Maddison, do these results ring bells with you? Are we getting this wrong?
Yeah, good morning, Ros. Look, I think the market's changing and it takes time for it to change. And I think Australians' hopes and aspirations have always been around a quarter-acre block and the freestanding house. But there's other options being built now, and it's just going to take time for those new options to get into place.
So we're seeing a change of lifestyle, if you like. Is that what's happening? We're now not so keen on the big McMansion where you stay in, you eat in and you enjoy home entertainment. Now we want to get out and about, hit the city and ride a bike on the bike paths and now growing in city areas.
Yeah, look, there's a couple of issues here. First of all, the quarter-acre block and the suburban dream is something that's been perpetrated from our parents, and it's us baby boomers that are to blame for the proliferation of the suburbs. But the affordability issue is overlaid with this dream, and a lot of people are forced now into the city, and the traditional alternative to the suburban house has been small units crammed together. But I'm seeing in this city, in Melbourne, alternatives being built, and it's an exciting time in the city because there's a new grain that's occurring in the CBD and the immediate outer areas that's being built and has been offered up as an alternative.
Is it harder for developers to get the permission they need to build those apartments that you describe?
It's not just the builders getting the permits. It's actually the difficulty of building medium-density houses in the suburbs is an issue with the unionised way our society works around building. And a lot of builders are put off going for that medium-density housing immediately out of the city just because of the impost of cost. So we're seeing small houses purchased and divided in two, but generally 1 or 2 stories. But this is a structural problem that's beyond the local council. It's something that the state government needs to move in on and adjudicate on, because it's beyond individual councils to decide on this new type of housing.
And these changes, of course, will shape the cities that we will live in. You can't just think about building up without also thinking about the infrastructure.
Oh, exactly right. In this city, Melbourne, we've expanded to 100 kilometres east to west, and it's going to 150 kilometres. And the population is going to double in the next 40 years. And the infrastructural drain on that spread is terribly onerous on future generations. So I believe the city needs to densify, and in the immediate outer suburbs needs to densify. And that's a sensitive issue for most people.
Peter Maddison, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, Ros.